Hey folks, I thought I'd play out Game 7 in the Toronto and Florida series using the 2025 cards, which I'm play testing right now. After the first period, Toronto got off to a great start. They had two shots right away. One was in range. Bennett took a penalty, but Florida's penalty kill has been outstanding. It is 0-0. Toronto's out shooting Florida 10-7. Walls made a spectacular save. Toronto's been on the power play 3 times, but as you can see, the penalty kill of Florida had a couple lulls, and then they killed one. Their penalty killing has sort of been the story of this hockey game. So we're jumping into period number 2, and we're just going to get going, and let's start this game. So a roll of 5. So a 5 is going to be a shot for the Florida Panthers right off the face-off. Puck is going over, and it is going to be an 11. So the shot is going to be a 1-3-5. So we have 1-3-5. Shot is by Forsling. He's got nothing. Barkov 3, Reinhart 1. So it's a 4-star shot. Here we go. I'll roll the shots right on here. It's going to be in range. So what I do when I mark it on my sheet is I put a little dot so I know which shots are in range. And 5, Wall's not going to stop it, but it's going to be a spectacular save chance. Wall again has to come up big. We've got an 11. That is 5 stars. He's not going to get it. It's our first goal of the hockey game. So the Florida Panthers will open up the scoring. Gustav Forsling will score at the 56-second mark from Reinhart and Barkov. And we have our first goal of the hockey game. And Florida is up 1-0. Big goal there. And we're going to go to a face-off from the draw. And we'll give momentum over to Florida. From the face-off, we roll a 6. So that's going to go to the visitors. So grabbed there by Florida. And we have an 8. So we're going to be doing an ice blast looking for number 6, which is stars. So we've got 1 for Florida and 2 for Toronto. So it's going to be a Florida turnover. So on your score sheet, you simply put down FT for a Florida turnover. Puck goes over to the other side. You rotate the lines. Here comes Toronto. They bring it out. We've got a 10. That means that it's going to be a turnover and a breakaway for the Florida Panthers because they have a square. And here comes the breakaway shot. It is going to be a 7, so we got to go to the secondary shot for the actual 3 shooters. It's a 10, so it's a 5-4-3. So Kulikov over to Schmidt. The shooter is going to be Lundell. And we have scissors here, so that shot is going to be a no-star shot. And we're going to shoot. It is a 4. And it's going to be a save. And Oliver Ekman-Larsson has a square. So Toronto will retrieve the rebound. And the puck goes over to the Maple Leafs. Here comes Toronto. They trail 1-0 despite outshooting Florida. We've got a 6. So we're looking at a zoom. We're looking at player number 2, which is Pacioretty. And player number 4, which is Ekblad. I'm trying to use the exact same lines that they used last game, and they may use this game. Third period, I'll probably put Pacioretty up with Tavares and Nylander. He's been so good. And the trait we're looking for is a 1, which is going to be speed. Pacioretty does not have it, so it's going to be a Toronto turnover. So puck goes over to the other side. And here comes Florida. They bring it out, and we roll a 3. So we're looking for the most triangles for a shot. We got nothing here. 1, 2, 3 for Florida. We have 3 for Toronto, and that is all. But the tiebreaker is going to go to Florida because they have momentum. So Florida is going to get this shot. We roll an 8, so the shot is going to be a 2-1-3. So Boquist over to Reinhart. Barkov's going to take the shot. We got 1-2 because of momentum. 4, and we have scissors here, so it's going to cut that back to a 2. So a 2-star shot for Barkov, and he shoots. It is a 1-4. That is going to be in range, and Wall is not going to be able to stop it with the 4. And all of a sudden, the Florida Panthers have a 2-0 lead in this hockey game. 4:14 into it. The Barkov line has scored twice. Alexander Barkov will get this one, his second point of the hockey game from Reinhart and Boqvist. And so now it is 2-0 for the Florida Panthers. Reinhart picks up his second assist of the hockey game. And Florida has a big 2-0 lead over Toronto. We got to change the lines. Leafs fans are just craving for a championship. It's been a while. From the face-off, we got a 9. So the puck's going over to Toronto. They're going to get a shot on net. This is their first big chance of the period. And we roll a 7. So we got to go to the secondary chart. And we roll a 5. So it is going to be a 5-2-4. So it's going to be Benoit over to Holmberg. Shooting is Oliver Ekman-Larsson. So we got scissors, nothing. So it's a no-star shot. And we roll an 8. So the puck is going to go over to Florida on the rebound. Panthers bring it back. And we roll a 3. So we're looking for triangles. We got nothing here and nothing here. Nothing here, nothing here. So whenever you have no triangles on a 3, it actually turns into a lull. So Florida's going to lose their momentum. And we have a lull in the hockey game. And I just rolled a 7. So we're getting back-to-back lulls. So now we are in the 12th minute of the second period, 2-0 Florida. After back-to-back lulls, we have a 9. So it's going to be a Toronto shot on net. It's their second of the period. It's going to go over. Who's going to take it? We've got a 5. So that is going to be a 3-1 choice. So 3-1. The choice is going to be, they all have scissors. So we'll just give it to Yarncroc. So no star chance on this one. And we roll a 3. Does Florida have 2 squares for the rebound? They do. Forsling has 1 and Lundell has 1. So Toronto gets the shot off, but Florida is going to pick up the rebound because of their good defensive play. And usually I would skip the 4th line, especially the end of the period, but when I save it, one of the house rules I have is that you can skip and put out a power play. So your 5 best players. So those are kind of powerful when I use it like that as a house rule. So I think I'll just keep this 4th line out here just in case we still have time for power plays. We have a 10, and Toronto does not have a square out. Now this is where I would, if I was playing Hockey Blast by myself, I would probably have a square on each line for circumstances like that. But I'm playing with the real NHL lineups. Maybe for the 3rd period, I'll adjust the lines. So Toronto is not going to get the turnover, so it's going to stay with Florida. So Florida has the puck. They bring it out, and we get an 11. So now we're looking for 2 squares. They're not going to have it, so it's going to be another Florida shot. This is their 4th of the period. Toronto's only had 2, and it's going to be a 5. So 5 is going to be a 3-1 choice. So 4th line, so it's not that dangerous. Nosek over to Greer. They'll give it to Gadjovich. The big tough guy is going to take the shot, and he rolls a 7. So it's a save and a face-off. There's no rebound on that one, and we're going to a draw. We're down to 6 minutes to play in the period. And we roll a 5, so it's going to be an automatic shot for Florida. And the shot is a 9, so it's going to be a 4-2 choice. So it's going to be Schmidt passing it over to Boqvist. And the choice, we'll give it to Reinhart. So it's 3 stars and scissors, so it's going to be a 1-star shot for Reinhart. And we let it go, and he rolls a 9. So the puck is going to go over to Toronto. And we're going to change the lines. Here comes Toronto right back out. And we roll a 7. So that is going to tick off 3 more minutes off the clock. So we're down to 17 minutes. We've played 17 minutes, 2-0 for the Florida Panthers. Because we have a lull here, and we roll an 8. So the puck is going to go over to the home team. Here comes Toronto. They need a late goal to get it close, and they're going to possibly get one. It is going to be spectacular save chance. So Toronto is coming in on Bobrovsky. He's got to make a huge stop. He does have 4 spectacular save things. We roll a 5, and a 5, does he have 4 stars? Bobrovsky does have 4 stars. So he comes up with a huge, spectacular save late in the game. That was unbelievable and sort of realistic, because Bobrovsky does make these great saves late in the hockey game. I think we're just going to double shift this line, keep these guys out here. And from the face-off, we roll a 7. It won't matter. We're going to have a lull to end the period. So after 2 periods of play, Florida puts in 2 goals. They lead it 2-0. And lulls, we have 3, 6, 9, 10. 10 lulls, so that means 5 shots for each team. Toronto had 3, so that means they had 8 for the period. Florida had 5. That means they had 10. Let's just see who had scoring chances. Florida 1, 2, and Toronto 1. So 2 for Florida, 1 for Toronto. In that first period, Florida had 1 and Toronto also had 1. So they're pretty scarce in the first. So Florida had 2 chances to score. They scored on both of them. We're going to the third period, folks. 2-0 for the Florida Panthers. And I think I'll just change these lines around and get away from the actual lines and sort of do it how I would do it if I was playing. I would get Boquist off of this line. Probably stick Brad Marchand up there. Like to have a hit with the top line. So Marchand's going to play with Reinhart. Going to move Boquist to the third line. Doesn't make some adjustments. We have squares on each here, and I'm going to fix this up. I'm going to move Morgan Riley to the top unit, and I like to have a square on each. We're going to put McCabe with Morgan Riley. So I have a square on each side. Move Ekman Larson up to the second unit with Brandon Carlo. And yeah, I think that's just how we're going to leave it for now. So we're going to start the third. Toronto's lines. See, match up face-off, 57-57. They're winning that one. They're winning that one. So Toronto's winning all the face-offs except for the 4 line, which is good. I like this line so far. You got 3 against 3, so that means that Toronto's going to win the matchup of the Stars. I'm going to move Pacioretty up. I'd like to have a hit on this line with Nylander. And we're going to move Holmberg down. And actually, we'll move McMahon. We're going to move up. Yarncroc, we're going to move up. I'd like to use that assist to McMahon's star for a shot. And Lorentz's shot and Holmberg. So maybe we'll move Domi up. And, but then we're going to lose that face-off. So I'm going to keep a lot in there to win those draws. That way Toronto always going to start with the puck. All right, so we're ready to start the third period. A little bit of strategy tips there for people playing Hockey Blast. If you're learning how to play this, just how I play it. I don't know if it's right or wrong or whatever it is. But, all right, it is 2-0 for Florida as we start this third period. And we're going to started off with a 6, so the puck is going to go over to Florida. This is game 7. We have a 9, so we're looking for hits. We have 1, 2. That's where that hit comes in handy with the top line, especially for momentum, and Toronto has 2, so the tiebreaker goes to the Leafs. They will pick up the puck. Here comes Toronto right back, and it does not last for long. We roll a 7, so we're going to have to put down 3 lulls. And we're now into the third minute of the hockey game. They lose their momentum from the face-off. We don't want to see a lot of lulls if you're a Toronto fan. We got a 4. High face-off, picks it up. It's going to go to Matthews. It's a tie at 57. Tiebreaker is momentum, then the home team. So Toronto picks up the puck and we roll another 7. So we're going to check off 3 more lulls. We're now into the 6th minute of this game. 2-0 Florida as they protect the lead. We roll an 11. So we're going to toss out Matthews and Barkov on this face-off. We're going to go to the next one. It's a 10. High face-off would have to be Reinhardt's 41 over Marner's 29. So Florida wins the face-off. They bring it out, and we have a 6. So we're going to check player number 4 against player number 2. And the trait we're looking for on this Zoom is going to be speed. Marner has it. Ekblad does not. So it's going to be a Florida turnover. So we're now into the 7th minute of the game, and it is 2-0. Florida turns it over, and we got to change the lines. I usually use Travis Jansen's brackets, but since I'm play testing these cards, they print out bigger. I use Trevor Lewis's spreadsheet, which is outstanding. Thank you, Trevor, for that. It's very good. So we roll an 11. We're looking for 2 squares on defense. Florida does not have it, so it is going to be a shot on net for the Maple Leafs. They're trying to get back in this hockey game. They only have 1. The shot is going to be a 4, so that is going to be a 1-3-4. So Nylander over to Tavares. The shot is going to be by OEL, Oliver Ekman-Larsson. So we have 1, 2. It's going to be a 1-star shot because of Ekman's scissors. And we roll a 7, so he's not in range. And Bobrovsky is going to cover up the rebound. Here we go for the face-off. And we roll another 7. So that is taking away the time. We're now halfway through the period. Still 2-0 for Florida. We roll a 5. That is going to be a shot for the Florida Panthers. Right off the face-off, they're going to get an immediate play chance. It's with the 3rd line. I roll a 4, so that is going to be a 1-3-4. So 1, 3. Shot's going to be by Schmidt, and it's going to be a no-star shot. We have scissors, 1, and scissors. So the scissors will cut that off. So it's a no-star shot, and we roll a 9. So it's going to be a save face-off. We go over to the other side. Now, I'm playing the power play rules, so I am not going to do a line skip. I'm going to let these guys play. There's still lots of time left. I want to save those line skips for possible power play chance for Toronto because their power play is outstanding. So far in the games I played, 2 of the 3 have come out just like real life in these pre-plays. So we'll see how tonight's plays out. All right, here comes Toronto. They got the puck. We're 12-minute mark of the 3rd period. We've got an 8. So we're looking at an ice blast, and the trait we're looking for is number 3, which is power. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, all 5 guys from Florida. Oh, but all 5 guys for Toronto. So we got our heavyweights out there. That's going to be a shot on net for the Leafs. Second shot on net. Tiebreaker is home, so they're going to get a shot off. It's going to be a 5, so it's going to be a 3-1 choice. So Domi over to Lorentz. Taking the shot is going to be Holmberg, but it's going to be a no-star shot and a 7 on the shot. So it's going to be save and a face-off. So nothing going there for Toronto, and we're going to get a draw for the next one, and we roll a 9. So a 9 is going to be a Toronto play again. It's going to go over to the Leafs. Possible chance with the big top line out there. We roll a 7. That's not good. Got to go to the secondary chart, number 5. So it is going to be a 5-2-4. So Carlo over to Marner. Taking the shot is Ekman-Larsson. We got 3 stars. Cut in half would be 1.5 or a 1. Cut in half again. There's going to be a no-star shot. And it's a 9, so they're not even going to get a rebound. It's going to be saved by Bobrovsky. Puck goes over. Everything seems to be going Florida's way in this game. And we just rolled another 7, so that is going to tick off 3 more minutes. We're down to the last 3 minutes of the hockey game. 2-0 Florida. We're in the 17-minute mark, and we got a face-off. From the draw, we got a 5, so that is going to be a play chance for Florida, and we roll another 5. So that is going to be Florida's second chance. 5 is a 3-1 choice. So it's going to be Bennett. Giving it over to Chuk. Verhaeghe's going to take the shot. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4-star shots on this one. Here comes the shot. It is a 12, so it's going to be a big save. And Florida's going to keep the puck. We're not going to move the timer, so we're going to keep going in the 17-minute. That doesn't work out for Florida. And we roll a 9, so we're going to be checking for momentum. We have 1 hit, 2, 3 hits. Toronto, 1, just 2 hits. Well, Florida picks up momentum. That is huge. Here come the Panthers. They bring it out. We roll an 8. And it's going to be an ice blast looking for skill. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, just 2. It's going to be a Florida shot here, but we're still in the 17th minute. Here comes the second line getting a shot off. We roll a 7, so we're going to the secondary chart. We roll a 4 on the secondary chart, so that's a 5, 2, 3. It is going to be Kulikov. Over to Verhaeghe. Bennett's going to take the shot. So we have 2, 3 stars. Cut in half is 1.5, and you round down. So it's a 1-star shot for Sam Bennett. There's the shot. It's going to be a 4. So it's a save. And if there's a block on the Leafs, they will get the rebound. And that's why I changed the lines around. They are going to get that rebound. And Toronto picks up the puck. Here come the Leafs. They're down 2-0. We're in the 18th minute. We need 2 goals. Maybe we should pull our goalie. Yeah, I think we're going to pull our goalie. We're down 2-0. We're going to pull our goalie. We're going to bring out Austin Matthews. So he's going to be the guy. Wall is going to get pulled. And here we go. Here comes the roll. It's a 10. That is going to be a turnover. No line change. No time advance. Just goes over to Florida. They bring it out. And we roll a 6. So we're going to look at a zoom. Player number 1 and player number 5. Trait we're looking for is 3, which is power. Boquist does not have it. McCabe does have it. So that will be a Florida turnover. And we're going to do a line skip. Put that top line out. Coming out will be Nylander. And we're going to double shift our D-men. So they're going to stay there as the puck goes over to the Leafs. Last big chance. See if they can put one in. We got an 8. That is going to be an ice blast, and we're looking for skill. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Florida. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Toronto. Oh, but they do not have momentum. So the puck is going to be turned over. A Toronto turnover. And that is it, folks. This one is all over. The Florida Panthers, no scoring in that third period, are going to win Game 7 in Hockey Blast 2-0. Let's see how the shots came. We got 3, 6, 8, 9, 10 lulls in that period, so that'd be 5 shots for each. Florida had 3 plus the 5 would be 8. Toronto had 2 plus the 5, which would be 7. And in-range shots, oh, nobody had a great scoring chance in that period. So put down zeros. Florida had 3 good scoring chances to Toronto's 2 in the game, so pretty tight checking. 25 shots by the Panthers, 25 shots by the Leafs. You can't get much closer than that. Lulls, we had 10, 10, 8. That's 28 divided by 5 would be 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Florida 0 for 2 on the power play. Toronto 0 for 6. That might be the story of the hockey game. 3 stars. Just take a look at the Bobrovsky was 2 for 2 on in-range shots. Wall was just 1 for 3, but he did make a spectacular save. First star of the hockey game, I think we got to give it to Alexander Barkov. He had a goal and assist. Second star is going to have to go to Sam Reinhart. He had 2 assists. And third star, I guess we got to give it to Bobrovsky. He made 2 big stops. So we're going to give all 3 to the Florida Panthers. The Panthers win Game 7 here in Hockey Blast as I play test the cards. Thanks for stopping by. If you like the video, please give it a like. Pass it on to your friends. And see you next time, guys.